wanted to do a quick review on the RTIC Lunchbox cooler. I've had this thing for about 6 months now, 6 months-ish, and used it every day. I take my lunch with me to work every day. I have absolutely loved it. It's great size for, again, what it's described at, which is the lunchbox. So, going to give you my quick thoughts on it and hope you guys get something out of it. Hope you can enjoy it. So, overall, pretty decent sized cooler. The specs are on the website. One of the things that I do like is they kept this from their larger coolers on down to their smaller ones, but you do have a good bit of foam right in here to keep the cold air, trapped in the top of it so it doesn't go out. You can also see down in here, there's a good bit of foam around the entire sides of the cooler, and that helps insulate it as well, and there's a large amount of foam at the bottom. Typically, I'll put in either some leftovers, a sandwich, something in a Tupperware container as the main meal, if you will, and then a couple of snacks, some fruit, whatever else, and it all fits in there just fine. I typically have some sort of tumbler with water in it, so I don't put water in there, but I do know that the little, if you're buying the Dasani water bottles or whatever, those do fit in here just fine as well. One of the things that I did like that RTIC did was included actually a shoulder strap like they have on all their other coolers. For some reason I thought that they had skimped on that and didn't do it, but was actually pretty happy when I got it. And throw this over your shoulder, it works really good. Holds about 6 canned drinks, so it's great for if you're just going to tote a few drinks around on the weekend, if you're going to somebody's house and just need a little bit of BYOB, whatever it might be. A couple of negatives for me. Mine came with this defect here in the zipper. I don't know if you can even see it or not. It's pretty small. I called RTIC and they were kind enough to refund me some of my money due to the defect, or they gave me the opportunity to send it back, so it wasn't big enough for me to completely send it back, so settled for a little bit of the refund. I do wish, however, that they had a small pocket or something right here. If you've seen my previous video, I do have one of the RTIC 30, and I really like that front pocket for the throwing your keys or whatever you might be doing at the beach. So I would like to see a pocket of some sort in here. Also would be kind of nice to see a little bit of the molly webbing continue down, and if they're not going to do a small pocket here, maybe do one of the small pouches that they've done previously. I don't have the small pouch, so I don't know exactly how it would fit on here. I'd have to kind of look it up, but again, just a thought to have a little bit of extra storage right here. The other thing that I would like to see is some way other than the zipper lube to make this zipper a little bit easier to open and close. Like I said, I've been using this daily for about 6 months, and I still have to use, 2 hands. Closes up pretty easy. It's a lot less stiff than it was when I first bought it. Used a good bit of zipper lube on it, but it's still fairly stiff. It's worked its way out. It's definitely much better than when I purchased it, but would like to see the zipper on this and the 30. I'd like to see a way to loosen those up a little bit. Now, on the flip side of that, with a super stiff zipper, you get a watertight seal. I have put water in this thing and flipped it upside down, and it works out just fine. So, catch-22 or whatever you want to call it. Some good, some bad about it. It's kind of just your perception, I guess. That's about it. On the back, there's really not a whole lot there. Again, no pocket or anything like their larger coolers. Oh, and then one thing I did forget to mention too, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the some of the metal, the coloring, the paint is coming off of the zipper. Not a huge deal for me. It's a zipper, whatever. It didn't come that way. It's from use daily, but again, it's been used every day for about 6 months, so it's already started to do that. I like it. I would recommend it. I picked this up for, gosh, I think it was like $50 or something like that when they were doing their Super Bowl sale, when they were doing 30% off on their website. So for me, for the cost that I got it for, I think it's fairly priced. If you buy it at the full $80, I might wait until it goes on sale. $80 is a little steep for a lunchbox cooler for me, for my thoughts. But again, I picked it up with their 30% off sale. So if I'm, again, I don't have the receipt in front of me, but I think it was something to the tune of like around $50 so had about $30 off of it. Anyway, I really like it. Great cooler for what it does. Keeps my lunch cold. I do live in South Carolina, so typically what I'll do is I'll leave this in my truck, I work in an office, so go into the office, come back out around lunchtime, pull my cooler out. I usually just have one of those little ice packs that's, square, throw it in there, keeps my lunch cold, no problem, so I haven't had an issue with it. It's actually pretty surprising. The ice pack will stay pretty cold the entire day despite it being 100+ degrees outside in the South Carolina heat. So either way, great cooler, really like it, can't say enough about it. The little defects, there's always going to be something, but definitely wouldn't keep that to be the thing that deters you from the cooler. If you have any additional questions, if I didn't answer anything for you, feel free to comment below. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.